What's going on Facebook, YouTube's, Twitter, volunteerroadshow.com? I'm kind of doing a test today. Billy's downstairs. We just cooked some hamburgers. Actually, I cooked the hamburgers. Said it was the best he ever had. But we're testing out some chat software. We're streaming on the main channel, Volunteer Roadshow YouTube channel, and our secondary live channel that we're trying to turn it into our main live channel, Roadshow Locker Room. Some of you over there on that, some of you on regular YouTubes, and some of you on Facebook. Let's see who all's going on over here. But I'm trying to get it where, and I'm glad y'all were checking it out here. But for some reason, I'm seeing the comments from Kill 'Em Mime. Says, good evening, Billy and Catfish. I don't know what channel that's on. It must be the Roadshow Locker Room. And Facebook, we got a hello from Bob Sheath. I'm trying to get the chat to show up. Cody Branch. Man, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. What's up? He's probably on our main channel because we haven't been streaming on our main channel lately. But why is it not showing up? That's what I want to know. Why is my chat not showing up? Dang it. I wanted to show up on the screen. And I watched this tutorial, a how-to video on YouTube. You'd think I'd know how to do it. But when you get in your 50s, you just can't do this technology stuff. Let me see if I can do something over here. I've got, maybe that is what I'm supposed to do. Well, I don't know. It's not showing up over here. Why is it not showing up? Can somebody please tell me why the chats ain't showing up? I stretched that out. That didn't do nothing. I want to talk about my gambling. I ain't been doing too hot with my gambling on games. Billy gave me some bets to play today, or like yesterday, 4 of them. I lost 3 of them. And all y'all that talk crap about my betting advice and everybody should listen to Billy. Well, I finally gave in and said, all right, give me some bets. And I went 1 for 4. And then what ticks me off is I didn't take his advice today. And if I would have, I would have won 3 and lost 1. Why is that? Excuse me, I had to hit the cough button. I'm trying to figure out why in the tarnation is it not showing up over here. Shut up, Ryan. You heard me? Shut up. Why is my chat not showing up? Let me copy and paste this again. Copy. It's supposed to be showing on my browser over here, and I don't know why it's not. And I want to know. Because what I'm trying to do is, because we stream to so many places, that I want everybody to have one central location to see all the chat. So you on YouTube can see everybody on Facebook's. Everybody on Facebook's can see everybody on YouTube's. That's what I'm wanting to do, and I watched the video, and it's not working. Why ain't it working, dang it? But thanks for bearing with me. But I got some betting advice. You're not allowed if you keep running your mouth, Ryan. I see you over here on the main chat, and why is it not showing up? Dang it. Why is it not showing up? That's what I want to know. Launch. Okay. Why did I lose all my messages? Can somebody tell me that? I'm losing my messages. Let's talk about Tennessee basketball. Oh, and the phone lines are open if you want to call in. Tell me what you think. Yeah, we've won the last couple games, but, man, I had high hopes for our basketball team when the season started. Had high hopes. We get blowed out by a bad Florida team. Got blowed out what I didn't think was a great Alabama team, but turns out to be Pretty good team, probably the best in the SEC. We did beat Georgia, who beat Kentucky, but we got blowed out at home by Kentucky. This is just a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde team, and I can't figure it out. And I can't figure out why this chat ain't working. And I'm not happy about it. I'm going to try something. I've hit chat. Why is this not working? It's supposed to be working. I guess I'm going to have to toggle between the two of them, but the next time we go live, I'm going to have this figured out. We got Michael Youngblood says hello. He's on the main YouTube channel. Ricky Fitzgerald said hello. Really like your show. Appreciate it, Ricky. Let's see who's on Roadshow Locker Room. I had it up a minute ago. This is where Ryan's at. Ryan. Pons equals bad. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something what Pons needs. This is what Pons needs. Billy and I was talking about that earlier. Pons needs to be a bully on the offense. He's got the strength. He's got the athleticism to dunk on some people, and he don't. I see him shooting them threes every now and then. Yeah, a bad Florida team, Ryan. He plays pretty good defense, but even his defense has been suspect at times. And then at times, I think he's the best in the country. He just needs to get in that paint and just don't worry about drawing the charges. Needs to dunk on some people. That's what I want to see from Pons. I want to see him dunk on somebody. And why can't I get the Facebook chat up here? I had it a minute ago. What happened? Ryan, did you mess up my Facebook? I think you did. Let me tell y'all about my betting. Billy Ratliff told me about my betting, and he steered me wrong. And I hope he's watching. I'm hoping I'm shaming him enough where he'll come up here and explain himself. He's got some splaining to do. I see one comment on Facebook, one like. We need to get some likes in here. Oh, I just heard my Amazon. Somebody bought something from us on our Amazon account. We're getting rich. What did we sell on Amazon? On Volunteer Roadshow Amazon account. Let's see. I hope it's like a chair, something expensive. Please be something expensive. We need the money. Let's see. We sold a decal for $7.99. Okay, that's better than $3.99. That's nice. But let me tell you about the betting advice. Let me get my phone up here. I wished I could show you my text from Billy. He just sent me another text. I don't know if I should believe him now. He said I should have took Bowling Green -6, Villanova -6, the total over. These are all first halves. The total over Iowa State 70, and Penn State, the spread, take Penn State -3 in the first half. He plays all these first half and second half things. It's hard enough to judge how the whole game's going to end up, let alone a half. How many times have you seen a team go into halftime up 4 or 5 points, end up losing? How many times have you seen a team be down by 10 and come back and win? Hey, didn't that happen with Kentucky this year at Rupp? Wasn't we down by a good little bit? We ended up winning? I can't play those halves. That's where Billy's got me. I think what he's trying to do is get rid of my last $26. I think that's all I got left. Yep, $26. I think he's trying to make me lose. I'm down to 20. See, yesterday I was up. I had $32. I was rich yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Ricky. Over here on the main channel, we just don't show up for some reason. I was hoping Tennessee basketball was going to be a bright spot. for us Vol fans. We need a bright spot. We need a lot of bright spots to cover up our football team lately. I guess we always got women's basketball. They've been playing good, but they lost the other night. Let's go over here and see what Ryan and Cody, they were in it a minute ago. What were they saying? That they're going back and forth who's allowed in here or not, because Ryan, a Gator fan. Cody says, no, we are better than Florida in basketball, Ryan, but you were the better team that night. Tell him, Cody. But I have to admit, we ain't as good as I thought. Have to admit that. If somebody wants to call in, I don't know if Ryan got the chops to call in or not. I need to test out my new, it ain't even, see, it quit working. See, that's what I can't figure out. What is going on with my call board? It keeps timing out for some reason. I'm thinking Zoom doesn't like my call board, and that's what I'm using for my audio. Yeah, there we go. We got it going now.
From the call-in studio web interface.
There we go. But I need to test that out. This is kind of like a test stream, hangout stream. Talk to you guys. I want to know how you feel. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, we were going to turn Roadshow Locker Room YouTube channel and just strictly live streams and the video and the main channel into replays of our live and uploading our recorded stuff. We're in talks with a major company, Bailey and I can't really say right now, that we can start shooting our Bobby versus Billy videos. They got bowling. They're a big company. They're not even from Tennessee, but they got a location here. Got bowling, air hockey, them arcade basketball games where the rim's just barely bigger than the basketball, and you got a time limit, and you got 4 or 5 balls always rolling. They got them in there. They got skeet ball. Now I'd wear Billy out in that. I'd wear him out in air hockey, and I think I can bowl. I think I can out bowl Billy. How many brothers you actually see bowling? That's what I told him the other day. I think I got him on bowling. Of course, he probably throw the ball down there so hard or roll the ball down there so hard and shatter everything. Let's see. What you running your mouth for, Ryan? Why don't you call in if you think you can? If you think you're so big and bad over here on the Roadshow Locker Room YouTube channel, why don't you come on over here and call me if you think you got what it takes? How you doing, Preston? I see you over here on Facebook. Just hanging out. That's all we're doing. We're hanging out. I think we need to have a trash talking contest with me and Ryan. That's what I think. Because I'd wear him out. Yeah, I did beat him in horse, Aaron. I beat him good. He says he threw the game. I don't believe he threw the game. I don't believe it. Do y'all believe it? I don't believe it. Why is it that I'm still trying to figure out? I'm seeing the stream now. I'm seeing the stream. And I want to know why the heck it ain't showing up on my OBS. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Why don't I delete that? I might be able to get them all up here. Hold on. Add browser. Boom. Let's see. Paste. Okay. Where's it at? It might have been the size I had of it. I wonder if that was it. Let me check something. Somebody start chatting in there and see if it comes up. I'm going to see something here. Filters. Add. Chroma key. Boom. Boom. Custom. Select color. Pick screen color. There we go. Boom. All right. That might be what I'm doing wrong. For some reason, I don't want to do chroma key. I think that's where my problem is. Okay. I'm getting closer. There we go. Aaron Ross said, what did you say, Aaron? It's making it up there now. Now everybody from all the platforms can see it. Ryan, Florida sucks, Aaron Ross says, and that's on YouTube, but I don't know which YouTube. I think it's the main channel. Somebody start commenting in here so we can see if it comes up on the chat on the screen. And I don't like that. It don't look very big. I'm going to try. I don't know. I wonder if I can check the size on it. Some of y'all go chatting away in the thing here while I figure this out. Yep, there goes one. There goes one. All right, let me do something. Y'all keep chatting. I got to do something here. I think that's 450 by, I think it was 750. Let's see. Boom. Where'd it go? All right, what happened? Where did everything go? There we go. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. There we go. Keep chatting. Keep chatting. I'm figuring this out. All right, I see a Sam Bell up here that says, "What's up, Bobby? How you doing, Sam?" There we go. Ryan put Cody Branch there. Sure as hell ain't been a better program than you have. Shut up, Ryan. Why don't you just call in if you think you got what it takes? Oh, I do have one. Is this? Who's calling in? Oh, I think I got Ryan. Let's see what he's got. He thinks he's tough. Bring it.
This man has kept me on hold because he's too scared to answer the phone.
No, I was doing no, hey, shut up. Shut up. Listen to me.
You're scared.
No, listen to me. Listen. I'll mute you. I was over here trying to get the chat up where everybody could see it on my stream, and I just figured out there's supposed to be a way where I just make the chat visible and get rid of that blue background where you can see everything. What do they call that? Opacity? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Cody Brandt says over here in the chat and says Florida is average in all sports. I agree with you, Cody.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
Don't excuse me.
Do you want to talk about our baseball team that's ranked top 5, top 10?
Baseball, what's that?
Talk about
our baseball team
ranked top 10? Do you want to talk about our gymnastics that's ranked 1? Do you want to talk about our volleyball that's ranked? Do you want to talk about softball that's ranked? Excuse me. Tennessee has 1 ranked team, maybe 2. I'm not sure about your baseball, but that's
we are ranked in baseball. Thank you very much.
Okay, but below us, so you know what? You can stay down there, little fella.
Where are you ranked?
We're ranked top 10, top 5, maybe. We were started at number 1. You know.
Who did y'all play last? You don't have any idea.
Like 15th or something.
You don't have any idea who you played last, do you?
Yeah, I just said we played Miami.
Is Miami any good this year?
Yeah, they're ranked higher than Tennessee is, and we beat them. So
what's this about? Hold on. Sam Bell said, "Hey, Volunteer Roadshow, I have a blue wrench. You do? Well, I don't know. I don't know how to do that on the chat. I have to go straight to the YouTube to do all that. Hold on.
There's not a school in the country that has a better overall sports program than Florida.
Shane Bentley is back.
One school
is back here. Coolest guy on the tube. He says, "Hope y'all doing okay, Catfish." With the That said, go Dogs. How you doing, Shane Bentley? He's my favorite Georgia fan. Thank you.
Name one school that has better all-around sports programming than Florida. I'll wait. We're ranked in almost every sport. So,
Huh.
if you can find one. Aaron, you only hate Florida because they beat your ass every year.
Don't be cussing on the Volunteer Roadshow. We don't cuss.
That's why
around
everyone
here.
hates Florida. That's why Tennessee fans hate Florida, isn't it? Let's be real here. That's why they hate Florida, because Florida owns them. It's fair. I'd hate a team too if they owned my team, but they don't. So Bobby, give me the real reason where all your hatred for Florida comes from. I want to know the real reason.
I didn't hate them in the 80s.
And your hatred for Alabama.
I didn't hate them in the 80s.
I wonder why.
Because they weren't. Florida wasn't any good.
Okay, then what happened? Danny Werfel, Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, I
Urban
admit
Meyer,
that. I admit that.
Tebow came along, and we kind of started owning you, and now we have more all-time wins than you. You
No, you
literally
don't.
started. You know, Tennessee started.
You don't have more all-time wins than us, so shut up.
Against each other, the series.
Oh, okay.
The series Florida versus Tennessee. Florida has more wins.
You know why? It's because there was several long stretches where we didn't even play.
Why? You want to hear?
Back when y'all sucked, y'all dodged us. Y'all been dodging us since the 60s, little bro.
No, you can't even make up an excuse. Tennessee started the series, I'm pretty sure, like 11-0 to 11-2, somewhere in there. They started that series like with 11 wins, and now Florida is leading 30-20. You've won 9 games since the start of our series.
I'm pulling something up here on the internet because I got to shut your ass up. I'm doing my Googling. I'm Googling something. Y'all just hang tight. Hold on
Your
a second.
excuse for everything is the refs or that you dodged us, when really you dodged Gonzaga earlier in the year.
We didn't dodge. We had the Rona.
Oh, no, we didn't.
We had the Rona.
Okay, but then when Florida gets the Rona, you say, "Oh, we dodged you," when we're not even scared of you in basketball because we already blew you out.
You know why I did that. You know why I did that.
Why would we be scared of Tennessee? They're the least threatening team in the nation to us.
You know why I said. You know why?
More.
Are you going to shut up and listen to me? You know why I said y'all dodged this? Because you kept busting my chops that we dodged Gonzaga. And I'm saying if we dodged Gonzaga for the Rona, then y'all dodged us. I was holding you to so you wouldn't be such a hypocrite.
You said it to us first because Florida had to take like 4 games off because of Keontae Johnson, who still, by the way, isn't playing. Could you imagine how good Florida would be if they had the best player?
We got somebody on hold. I think Cody Branch wants to say something to you. I can bring you both on. Remember, no F-bombs, no cussing. I'm gonna bring y'all on. I think Cody could take you in trash talking with no F-bombs. Cody, are you there?
I haven't lost on this channel.
Well, you're fixing to lose.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell Ryan. Just have it. You can have him. I'm gonna sit back and listen while I look something up. I gotta look up a stat while y'all are trash talking.
You can go first, Cody. I'll rebuttal. I'll give you my rebuttal after you go first.
All right. Buddy, Tennessee's always been better than you in all sports.
Yep.
Period.
I agree.
And you know it just as well as I do. Tennessee has owned you in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And until the 90s, we owned you in football. In baseball, we've traditionally owned you. Past 10 years, it's been iffy because we ain't had the right coach.
Yep.
Pretty much in every sport, Tennessee has owned Florida up until the 90s. And in basketball, even past the 90s, we've owned you. One fluke game doesn't mean that your basketball team is the best in the nation. Now,
I agree. Before you give a rebuttal, Ryan, I want to read these stats to you. This is on Wikipedia. This is like the go-to source for facts. Let's see when you started dodging us. All right, let's see, all the way back to 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 99. All right. Well, you didn't play us in 86, 87, 88, and 89. We'd have kicked your butt then. You didn't play us in 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, and 83. We'd have kicked your butt dead. There's 10 wins right there. We would have the all-time series just in those two gaps alone. Ryan?
You think you would have won every all 10 straight
most
games?
of them. Most
Absolutely
of them,
not.
y'all sucked then.
But you wouldn't. We still have more. We still have exactly 10 more wins than you in the
All right,
series. So you
here's
wouldn't have
another
it.
gap. Here's another gap. 72, 73, 74. How did we get? Oh, here's the biggest gap of them all. 56, 57. These are when we were winning championships. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65,
half of the
66,
championships that aren't real because you
67,
have like 2
and
or 3 wins,
68. You
or
did
2 or
not
3
play
losses.
us. So shut up.
Those national championships you have aren't even real. You have like one of them. You went 9-3.
Alabama got to
You
claim
would
a
not-
championship.
If going,
Not even winning the
not-
SEC.
if going 9-3 gets you a championship, then sheesh, Florida would have a lot of those.
All right, I'm listening. If you want to claim a few, give me your.
All right. Okay, so Cody, you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Tennessee has more all-time wins against Florida in basketball, correct? Who has more national championships? Tennessee's never been to a Final Four. That's kind of embarrassing for you, seeing how you say that they have a better program than you, because better programs usually means you're winning the big one when you haven't even come close to the big one. Secondly, saying Tennessee has always owned Florida in baseball is absolutely not true, seeing how Florida has 43 wins versus Tennessee and Tennessee has 29 wins versus Florida. So I'd sit back on that one. Saying Tennessee has owned Florida before the 90s is just an exception to the fact that the 90s came and the 2000s came and the 2010s came, and Florida whipped your ass every year, back and forth, and you can't beat us. You want to know why? Because you're just not good enough. I've never seen a team that has more trouble with another team than Tennessee does with Florida. Y'all have had better teams. I can admit that as a Florida fan. But you let Will Muschamp, you let Ron Zook, you let Jim McElwain. You hearing these names? These guys aren't coaches anymore, and they beat you. They beat you.
You want to know why they're not coaches anymore? Because the
they weren't
Florida
good.
program ruined they ruined their careers. The Florida program
they
ruined their careers.
They weren't good coaches.
Florida is where coaches come to retire.
That is the funniest thing you've ever said, seeing how you've had, 8 coaches in the past 10, 15 years. I can name them: Derek Dooley, Lane Kiffin, Butch Jones, Jeremy Pruitt. Where are all these guys now? Absolutely nowhere. Butch Jones is handing Nick Saban his donuts.
Hey, at least 90% of our past coaches are still coaches.
Okay, they can still be coaches, but they weren't good at Tennessee, so what's the point of that? So you had, so what you're telling me is you had successful coaches and you couldn't do.
Our administration.
So you're saying you had good coaches?
Oh yes, we've had good coaches. But
and you couldn't do anything with them. You couldn't do anything with them.
No, because our administration was not in line to support
everything that was going on.
When
was the last time y'all won the East? When was the last time y'all won the East? 2004?
What was it, Bobby? I think it was 2008, wasn't it? That we won the East.
Remember. It's been too long ago. Ryan, you do have some valid points.
That's how long ago
you do have some valid points. Hold on.
I can fairly admit.
But
the one sport Florida,
you've gotten lucky in Florida a lot.
Dominates Florida in historically, no matter what, whether it's championships, whether it's all-time series. You got women's basketball, boys. Absolutely dominant. Probably the greatest women's basketball program of all time, up there with some of the greats. You had the greatest coach of all time. I can admit that. Pat Summitt, GOAT.
I'm trying to look something up here.
But other than that, I'm not sure what y'all have.
Actually, we've got more SEC title wins than anybody else in the East combined.
That might be true.
And I'm pretty sure.
In what, women's basketball or football?
No, football.
Hold on. Let me look here.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
All right.
Yeah.
Our bowl record is 29-24.
It used to be.
Conference titles 16. Conference titles 16.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
I mean,
Division
but
titles,
when was the last
6.
time y'all won a conference title?
Here it is, division titles. 97. When did they start the East and West? Wasn't it about 96 or 5 or 4 somewhere? It was in the 90s. So 97, 98, 2001, 2003, 2004, and 2007.
All right, 2007, I was a year off.
Wait,
Why?
did
How
y'all
is
win
it?
the
How
East
is
in
it that Florida
2007?
gets so dang lucky with Tennessee? I think it's a
We
curse.
don't get lucky. We're just good.
It's cursed. No,
We're just
no.
I mean-
There's been some times we've had some better teams, especially in the 90s. We had some
You've
better
had better
teams.
teams, yeah, but we just outcoach you because
Maybe. Is
We
that
outcoach
all
you.
it is coaching?
we outplay you. We outplay you. We have more will. We want to win more than you do. It's that simple.
First of all, you probably
I
weren't
don't know
even
if it's the
born in
Worst
the
team.
90s.
Literally, this proves my point. Remember the Georgia State game? They wanted to beat you more than you wanted to beat
That's
them.
true.
That's why they won.
That's why I made that video. That's
Yeah,
why I
that
had
is
to give my press
You
credentials back.
you had like infinitely better talent. You had 4 stars and 5 stars when they were using unranked kids. Your coach should have been better than their coach,
True.
I'd assume.
But I want to
But they
before
had
you
more
keep
heart.
before
And
you
that's why
keep
they
going.
won.
Remember the who was it that they gave a touchdown to, but he really wasn't a touchdown? Who was that receiver you had? Was that Gaffney?
We've had a lot of good
think it was-
receivers.
You know that catch that wasn't a catch in Knoxville?
You mean the catch
The one-
that was a catch?
The
Okay,
one that
yeah.
wasn't a catch, if it would have been this now, they wouldn't even counted that.
Okay, yeah, but the rules have been different, so
No, they weren't.
you
That
can't
wasn't
really
a
complain
catch.
about
That wasn't a catch. That wasn't
that.
even
Was
a.
a catch.
That wasn't
we
even
just
a
didn't
catch
have
in soccer.
replay at that time.
That wasn't even a
Well,
catch in
tell the
soccer.
refs to get better eyes. Not my bad.
All right, Ryan. I like
Not my
you.
fault they
I
called
think
it
a
that
lot
way.
of it is the refs in
Absolutely.
the
You
SEC.
think-
I actually think
You guys
teams
really
pay off
think the refs? Okay.
Well,
Let me look
honestly,
this up.
Ryan, if you look at it, there's been some very, very questionable calls in the Tennessee-Florida series that really date back all the way to the mid-'90s, and they've been questionable, and that's putting it light. Florida's gotten the best bounce in the ref calls for 20 years. Your corners rob
I
our
disagree.
receivers. I mean, they flat out mug our receivers on the field, and y'all don't get called for it. That's probably the funniest thing I've seen as a
don't
fan.
agree. I
Hold on.
disagree.
I want y'all to. I want both of you to hang on just a second. Somebody in the chat brought up something, and I'm going to look up something because I think I remember being in a hunt camp and listening to the game. Hold on a second. I'm looking. You're bringing up a good point. I didn't say who that was, but I'm going to look it up here in just a minute. Let's see. That's football. Where's basketball? Let's see. When did you win your championships, Numbnuts?
In basketball,
Yeah.
we won back-to-back championships
What
around
years?
the same time Tebow was at. So I think it was 2008, 2009, or 2009, 2010, somewhere around that area. We won back-to-back. I think that was back with the Al Horford and maybe Bradley Beal.
I'm looking something up. Look up when y'all won your championships. I think it was like 06, 07, wasn't it?
All knows we won back-to-back.
You won back-to-back in football too, didn't you?
No,
Around the
we
same
had a
time?
year between. We had a year between.
No.
Yes.
It was 2006,
Yes.
It was 2006,
Yes.
2007 season, 2008, 2009 season.
Yes. Between 2004, January of 2004, all the way up to January of 2010, y'all have exactly 2 wins against us in basketball, bro. And you won 2 national championships during that time. Thank you for the commenter.
Okay.
Thank you for the commenter.
Okay.
2
Have fun with
wins.
that. How How many national championships do you have all time in basketball? I'll wait.
That don't bombard me with
How
facts
many
right now.
Final
I'm
Fours?
talking about
How many Elite Eights? How many Sweet 16s?
that don't matter.
How many rounds of 32? Guaranteed Florida owns everything. Yes, it does, because if you don't do anything with the wins you get, then your season meant nothing.
All right, just shut your pie hole for a second, Ryan. I'm gonna read this to you.
Listen.
Hey.
January.
No, we're going to talk about this.
22-2. That was our record 2 years ago in the regular season.
And
the
what happened?
refs called the wrong call on Schofield in that game against Iowa, I think it was, wasn't it, Bobby?
I
Called
think
the
so.
charge when it was a block.
Yep.
It was a technical block, and
I mean, y'all can keep crying about the refs. I get that's Tennessee's favorite thing to do, but here we can talk. We can talk about football though. We're gonna go the past 20 years. We're gonna.
I like the way you changed the subject there.
You ready?
All right, I'm listening.
Sure, we can talk about basketball if you want to talk about how the fact you have 0 Final Fours, 0 national championships. That's fun too. You haven't won anything in basketball.
That might change this year,
You're good
Ryan.
in the regular season. You're good in the regular season. Have fun with that. You don't do anything when it matters.
Get to your point before
All
I
right,
flush.
you ready?
Hold on. I got
football. We're gonna go 20 years.
Before you do, I got to get my toilet flush sound effect up. Go ahead. It's ready. Let me
Right,
test. Let me test
20
it.
years of football. The past 20 years.
Yep, I got it tested. It's working good. Go ahead.
Okay. The past 20 years. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Florida win 31-19. That is a 22 or a 12-point victory. Refs ain't making up for a 12-point victory. 2019, 34, and it really wasn't even that close. We let you get 2 garbage scores at the end of the game when we had our third stringers in. So, 2019, 34-3. Are the refs making up for a 31-point loss? I'm just making sure we're talking about the refs here. Okay, 2018, 47-21. 26-point victory, refs. Okay, 2017, the Hail Mary game. Y'all love the Hail Mary.
2018 was a bad play on our quarterback situation. What it was, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay. 27.
Hurry up, because I got to address Max Todd here just a minute. But go ahead.
The Hail Mary game. Y'all remember the Hail Mary game?
Yeah.
Both teams played horrible. That was the year y'all lost. Y'all won 4 games. Florida won 4 games or something. Horrible game. Still couldn't cover a pass. Florida didn't complete a pass over 10 yards except for that one Hail Mary. Refs, though. All right. 2016. Tennessee wins 28-38. Great comeback victory. I was at the game. I was devastated. It was great comeback victory.
Were you really devastated?
First time you won after an 11-game stretch.
Were you really? Did it make you feel bad?
It was my first ever Florida game I ever went to.
Can you describe the feeling that you had? I'd like to hear it, and we got a lot of Tennessee fans that love to hear it.
Can you describe the feeling of in 2015 when Will Greer found Antonio Callaway and he turned around the corner when you guys were up all game?
Where's my flush button? I got to get it warmed up over here. Keep going. What'd you say now?
What about 2014 when we won 10-9? Low scoring. Y'all couldn't win. Or 2013, 31-17. 2012, 37-20. 2011, 33-23. These aren't close games. Most of these are blowouts, like 10-plus point blowouts. You're not going to blame the refs for these.
I know.
The past 20 years, Florida has
I can blame luck.
Owned you, they've embarrassed you. They've embarrassed you.
All right, I'm going to say something. I'm going to give you some credit. I don't hate Florida as much as I do Alabama, but you don't know how many times, you know why my feelings are the way they are towards Florida is because there's been so many times I thought we had a team to win and somehow we just didn't show up. But I'm going to answer a comment about catfish. Max Todd said UF has a championship in football, baseball, and basketball. Why is Catfish going so far back to defend UT? The 70s, really? That far back? Exactly. That's so sad. Yeah, it is sad that I got to go back that far. It is sad. I admit that. But I think we got a coach now.
You said that about Bruce. Also, one last thing for Cody. You said Florida is historically worse in every program.
Hurry up before I hit this flush button.
Talk to me when you're one of two teams that has won a football, basketball, and baseball national championship in the same year. Those are the biggest three sports on campus. So when you have won those.
I'm going to do that again because I think that was a double flusher. I tell you why. Let me go back over here. Somebody wanted to know why I had a loudmouth Florida fan on here. Let me tell you. Hang on a second. Who was that? Scott Hester. That's Crying Ryan from Farragut. I let him on here because he comes out to the watch parties with us. He's actually a good kid. He's in college now. He's a freshman. He's a snot-nosed freshman. But I just had enough of his bad mouth in our program. I'm sorry you had to put up with so much. But he is a good kid. He is a good kid. He said he picked, all his family's Tennessee fans, but him. And he said he picked Florida, which I think he was a bandwagon. Because he picked Florida because of the colors. But I can only take so much of Crying Ryan. I give him his nickname. That's his nick. He's well known all over YouTube's as Crying Ryan, and I give him the name. He got it right here on Volunteer Roadshow. He goes anywhere on all these other YouTube channels, and they'll call him Crying Ryan for a reason. Y'all just heard and witnessed why it's Crying Ryan. How you doing, Chase? I know you wasn't being mean, Max. It is sad. I'm just going to say it right now. It is sad that our last chance, our last glory was really the national championship in 98. And it's really not that difficult to figure out why we're not good anymore. I actually live here with Billy Ratliff. He's downstairs watching TV, watching to see if his bets that he tried to get me to play that I didn't play pan out. And we talk a lot when we ain't on here all the time. You can't hardly find one without the other all week. You go and listen to the Cold World podcast with Fred White, Jeff Coleman. I hung up everybody, Cody. I hung up. I actually flushed Ryan. I had to flush him. He was getting under my skin. But anyway, go listen to that video. I think I put it up on Facebook. I think I put it up on both the YouTube channels and the website. And Cody, email me at bobbyc@volunteerroadshow.com, your email, and I'll send you a face mask for being a caller. We got another caller we're going to take in just a minute before we go because I got to go soon. But anyway, go listen to that Fred White interview with Jeff Coleman, and it'll tell you what we're missing. You listen to the stories of Fred White. I think I called the video From Griffin to Knoxville was the name of the story because he's from Griffin, Georgia. You listen to the stories. It's an hour and 45 minutes, but it don't seem like an hour and 45 minutes. You go listen to the Joey Kent interview with Jeff Coleman. There you go. You go listen to the Antron Peebles video that Billy and I and had Antron surprise Billy a couple years ago. You go listen to, what's another good one? The Fred White from last year on the locker room about the halftime blow up between Al Wilson and Peyton Manning, and it got some language in it. That's why I put it on the locker room last year. It's the Fred White show. It's like an hour long. Listen to that one, and then you compare it to all our teams the last 10 years. It's easy to tell you why we've lost our touch. Easy. I'll give you a hint. We ain't got any heart on our team. We don't have any alpha males on our team. We had a locker room full of alpha males in the 90s. Name me an alpha male in the last 10 years. Start naming them. I'm sure we have a few. Juwan Jennings was a dog. He was alpha. Derek Barnett was kind of an alpha guy. But I don't know that he was a demonstrative leader. I can't really name that many. Heck, even Trey Smith is not a dog. He's big. Big. I tell you what, Cade Mays has got an attitude I like. He just hadn't been able to get a skill to match his attitude. He's dirty. We need some dirty players. We need some offensive linemen that'll maul you. Give you a little business in the bottom of the pile. Eric Berry, there you go. Kirkin. Eric Berry was a dog. Question, why is there so many players at UT leaving in the transfer portal? I don't know. Probably because they don't like the coach. Maybe the coach said, I do know just some private firsthand knowledge of some people really in the know. And some of those are kind of like new coach in town. Some of these players don't fit their scheme, and they're like, hey, look, why don't you just go in the transport portal so they can free up that scholarship and get something else? Yeah, Zach, Dan Mullen's wife making out with the entire football team. Yep, Eric was a beast. Shut up, Ryan. I already flushed you once. I even had to give you the double flush to get it all the way down. I don't think, first of all, I don't, just listening to Billy, there wasn't that 5-star, 4-star, 3-star stuff when he was in the early 90s when he was in high school. I think a lot of that star stuff is just for getting people to click on articles and stuff like that. Mike Rutledge, hadn't seen you in a while. How you doing? But they didn't have that back then. I think they just got somebody that might have been, they had like the best in the state, top 2 in the state. But just listen to some of those recruiting stories with Billy, just amazing. Just amazing. And some of the stories that nobody's ever heard before. Good thing there wasn't Facebooks and YouTubes and Twitter and Twitch and Snapchat back then. Golly, half the team on every football team in the country probably been kicked off the team. So I think to answer your question about the transfer portal, I just think that first off, they got a free pass because of Corona. I don't even understand all the rules. I understand that you really hadn't officially left a school when you go in the transfer portal. You just kind of like become a free agent, and you're allowing schools to open up the recruiting, something like that, and you can still come back. But I think there's been several, and at least a handful I know that it's been kind of like they've been nudged into the transfer portal. But I did see another thing that we have the most transfer portal players in the country or in the SEC, like at 25. Now they all leaving. So not all of them are being nudged in there. Some of them just leaving because they want to leave. Maybe they don't like the coach or their position coach. That's true. Eric Gray and Toto are gone. Is it true? And I'd like to see in the comment. Let me get this caller before we got to go. He's been waiting on hold. I got sidetracked. Oh, he hung up. Sorry about that. This is me running it by myself. When I got Billy with me, I can do more than one thing at once. Sorry about that. Whoever that was on hold, I'm sorry. I'll go back over here to the chat. Jordan Bone had a dog. Yeah, he was good ball player. I don't know how long it's going to take him to learn the new offense. Do I think Crouch will leave after spring vol? I don't know. Mike Rutledge is bringing up some alpha males on the basketball team. Brought up Admiral Schofield. You know what? Grant Williams at Boston, I thought he'd be playing better than he has. I know he's only been in the league a year or two. But he's not dominant in the NBA like I thought he'd be. He's kind of like what I thought. And then Grant got a lot of credit while he is here. But like Mike Rutledge pointed out, Admiral Schofield was the heart and soul of that team. I think Grant had more talent, but Grant was quiet. You didn't see him flexing. You didn't see him dunking with authority. Not that I hate dunking sometimes because it's still 2 points, but you know what I mean. He didn't seem as aggressive as Schofield. I don't think he had the heart that Schofield had. And Schofield didn't have near the talent that Grant Williams had. But look, he could ball out. TD says total lack, where'd it go? Commitment and heart. You're right. Chase wants to know how Sam's doing. I spent a week with him in Missouri, and he's doing pretty good. His counts were down on Monday, but nothing to be alarmed about. I still don't know everything. But anybody that wants to help out with our fundraiser, Sam Strong, you can either order something through our website, volunteerroadshow.com. You can super chat us. Of course, we'd rather you, if you're going to super chat, go to GoFundMe, and that money we give to other families that have a child with cancer. That's where that money goes. It's pinned to the top of our Facebook page. We only got $300 in there, but we're very appreciative for that $300. We actually got donated from Tennessee Tap House like $1,500 last year. That was good. He gator chomped in Gainesville, man, was a poor sport. That's what I'm talking about. We need that. So shut up. Speaking of recruiting, this is Max Todd. Condred Holloway came to UT after his mom was given a white Corvette by a UT booster. No lie. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe. I've never heard that story before, but I'm not discounting it. But I don't know if I believe it or not. Let's see. We did I need some ideas. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I went to a major company. Hold on, let me cough. I've been feeling well. Major company here in Knoxville. They got bowling, air hockey, kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese for the whole family, not just kids. Got good food. They're out of Texas. I can't say anything right now. But we might be doing some of our Bobby versus Billy contests there. Because somebody brought up bowling. Somebody brought up foosball. I don't know if they've got foosball there, but they got air hockey. And I'd wear Billy slap out in air hockey. I think I could beat him in bowling too. But they got basketball. They got skeet ball or whatever. Skeet. What do they call that? Skee ball? I don't know. Where they got the hard wooden round balls you roll up and land in the circles. What do they call that? I forget. But that was fun. I got all kinds of stuff. We're gonna shoot a lot of videos there. I think we just got to work out the logistics. Nope, not Dave and Buster's. This one here in Knoxville. I've heard that Dave and Buster's is a good one. We might go there if we can't work something out. But we're trying to work out a place to do our watch parties for the football season that's coming. I can't confirm or deny that, Ryan. Can't confirm that or deny that. We got to work out some legalities. But where we can, I think we'd do better at a place like Dave and Buster's or Main Event because we didn't have to have that band we was fighting with. As soon as the game was over, that band was jamming. And we really couldn't do a call-in show, and we wanted to do a post-game call-in show. But you can't when you got all your stuff. Putt golf, that's a good one. Man, I'd wear him out in putt golf. Anyway, when we talked to the general manager, actually I did. That's a good one. Y'all get some good ideas. Go-kart racing. Where's there some go-karts in Knoxville? Ryan, do you know? I know you're a freshman in college. You ought to be young enough to know where I can find me some go-karts, because I'd wear Billy out. I got 4 million miles of that road. I know some secrets. I've been through L.A. traffic. I've been through New Jersey. I've been all over. I know how to plan ahead and know what the car is going to do and set up for it. So, go-kart racing, putt golf, Top Golf. That's a good idea. There's supposed to be a Top Golf coming in somewhere around Farragut, around Level Road. There's some in Pigeon Forge. We may have to go over to Pigeon Forge. I think I could wear him out. I have a feeling if we did Top Golf, because I used to play a lot of golf back in my younger days, and I was pretty good. Probably about an 8 or 10 handicap at my best. Now, my brother actually played on tour. He was better than scratch golfer. Man, we used to fight on the golf course. Fight. I couldn't stand him. He'd always critique my swing. And I said, I ain't doing that. I swear to God. He'd always tell me what I was doing wrong. I did putt just exactly the way I drove the ball. 300 yards straight down the middle. That was my putting game. Anyway, this has been fun. Hot wing eating contest. That's a good one. That's a good idea. I'm gonna end this in the show on the call board and just talk to you guys. What did Zach say? Say I can't scroll back on the checkers. I don't know. Basketball dunk con. Nah, neither one of us can dunk unless we lowered it down to 7 foot, and he'd probably still beat me. We need something you think Catfish can win at. I'm white. I know I could out bowl him. I know I can out putt golf him. He would probably beat me. I need some white boy sports. Something. 3-point. No, he'd beat me in 3-point contests. I see. We're tied right now. I need something. I need better. Run the 40. But I don't know. He'd probably still beat me. But he's got a bum ankle. Swimming. Okay, there's your white boy sport. Now we're talking. Ricky Fitzgerald Chase said it at the same exact time. Swimming. Because I know he said he don't like swimming. He don't like the water. See, there's a win right there. W. Horseshoes. He probably beat me in horseshoes because he wore me out in cornhole. No, he beat me in cornhole. Go watch that, Mike Rutledge. I've already got the Bobby versus Billy cornhole. What is the series right now on my Bobby versus Billy videos? I think it's 2-2. I got him on the first one. I suckered him into going with darts. Beat him in darts. What was the next one? Quarter pitching. I should have known a brother could. I should have never challenged him in quarter pitching. He beat me in quarter pitching. Then I come back with horse. Everybody thought since I was a truck driver or whatever, it's 10 degrees out, that I couldn't hang with him in horse, but I beat him. And then he came back in cornhole. It's supposed to be, I'm not trying to be, beer pong. We actually thought about beer pong, but I can't drink. Ping pong. You watch all the ping pong contests, you're either white or you're Japanese or Chinese. So I think I could beat him in ping pong. I need some more. Just do cup pong. Okay, you can just water. All right. I don't even know exactly. I need to. Crystal, his wife, suggested beer pong. He'd drink me under the table because I don't drink. and he can. What was some of these other? How do I scroll? It ain't even docking a tractor trailer. I'd wear him out. He wouldn't even know how to put it in gear. I've actually won several trucking rodeos. Back when my back was good, I could turn, because it's kind of hard on you, kind of turning around. But yeah, I've won some trucking rodeos back in contests. I had a student. I used to train a lot of people. I used to win lunch money, and we'd be out at one of their terminals out, and I'd be teaching them how to back in, kind of the fundamentals. And it'd always be two wore-out trailers, just parked with a space in between them, and it didn't matter if you hit the trailer. I had them way back to back 40. And I'd get my student in there, and I'd nose my trailer in that hole instead of backing it. I'd nose all the way to the front. And I said, all right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bet you $20 that I won't even take it out of gear. I won't push in the clutch. I won't do anything, but I can back this trailer back out of the hole and back it back in the hole, come in the right way. You know, I'm nosed in, and I can turn it around. And so we didn't have that much room. You had to really jackknife it. I done that a bunch, won $20. I always feel sorry for them, because all of them about half broke when they got my truck, because they've been through 3 weeks of school and eating ramen noodles. I did have one guy pay up on that. I'd always say I always knew I could do it, so there was a trick to it. A Vol history competition, I beat him on that. Shuffleboard, that's a big white boy sport. Yes, there you go. There you go. That's also an old white boy sport down in Florida. All right. My 40 time ain't that good. Ryan says he'd smoke us some beer pong. That's only because you're a freshman. Badminton, white boy sport. I beat Billy in that. I can't figure out how to scroll on this thing. Oh, I'd beat him in Scrabble too. Tennis? No, he'd probably beat me in tennis, because he's actually played tennis. Volleyball, not anymore. Chess, no, I bet you no. That ain't a white boy sport. It may mostly be, but there's a lot of people play chess. I don't think I'd challenge him, because he's got a good brain. He's smart. He's a lot smarter than me. Skeet shooting. That might be. I need to get Billy up here. Free throws, no, he'd wear me out in free throws. I'm not consistent. Texas Hold'em, I think I could. If we was playing with real money, I know I could beat him. But if we're just playing with chips that don't mean anything, see, he can go donk on me. Donk means short for donkey. He'd just throw in a bunch of bets and just hope and pray on the flop, and then he'd get out. But if it was real money, and, you know, you took advantage of not being small and big blind and only come in when you got some cards or whatever, and develop a pattern where you think you had some cards and being able to get your bluff game going, I could beat him and hold him. It's not your cards. It's not, you know, getting pocket aces all the time. That ain't how you – that's good to get some – suited ace king, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a suited ace king than I would pocket aces sometimes. Seems like I get my nuts busted on pocket aces every time. I don't know. I can slow play it. I can do all that, and it seems like I don't know. But anyway, it's not so much what you got dealt. It's knowing what your other guys got. That's when you win at Texas Hold'em. Yeah, betting competitions wouldn't be good for you, as history has shown. You know what? I'm glad you came in. I said at the beginning of the show, Chase. Yesterday, I finally said, hey, I'm obviously not, I'm on a bad beat right now. Give me 4 plays. I need to get my bankroll back up. I had $32 in my Bet Now account. lost 3 and won 1. So the time I listen to him, I don't do good. Then today, listen to this. Then today, I didn't play his 4 bets, and by God, if he didn't win 3 and only lose 1. What's up with that? There's something funky going on. Well, I got Jarvis Rito, right tackle, left tackle at the beginning. And then when Chad Kiffin came on, he moved to right. He's coaching me up. He's teaching me some moves. And I got Jeff Coleman. No, Jarvis Rito's going to be coach, man. And I got Jeff Coleman. Told me he knows all Billy's moves that he's going to try to pull on me. I'm going to be ready for Billy at Lover's Lane. Y'all think I ain't kidding. It ain't so much of your weight, your strength. I'm learning it's all technique. Fishing tournament. Yep. Catfish times 2 points. Any other fish? Hey, I used to have a sponsor of the show, Tennessee River Monster, Scott Manning. Guide service. We've been fishing with him. He's already invited us, Billy and I, out. We're going to have to do a catfish tournament. Thanks. That's going to do it. I'm going to call Scott Manning. We're going catfishing. Throwing a football through a hanging tire. I think I could do that. I've got a good arm. I'm not an athlete. I used to be athletic back in the day. Yeah, he is pretty lucky. Hey, Billy. Billy. I thought I heard him next door. That was Isaac. Isaac play a video game. We're going to have to do some video game, but we're going to record all this. Thank y'all for the ideas. How it would be, you know how embarrassing it would be if Catfish lost a catfishing contest? It'd be embarrassing, but it'd also be very highly unlikely that Catfish would lose a catfishing contest. Is it catfishing contest or catfish fishing contest? What's the proper way of saying it? I always wondered that. What did Okie say? Okay, yeah, throwing a football through a tire. That's a good one. But hey, I used to hunt a lot with bow and arrow. I even still think I got my Matthews bows somewhere. Unless one of my boys got it. I already beat him in darts. I think I could beat him in bow and arrow. Catfishing contest where I come from. Okay, it's catfishing contest. But it would kind of be like a tournament. Well, not a tournament because there's only 2 of us. We might get Isaac in on it. Anyway, this has been fun. I hadn't done a live stream by myself in a long time. Well, yeah, I got to figure out. There's somebody on YouTube that showed me how to do see how y'all can see it on the screen where I can get rid of that blue background. I thought I had it set up. I don't know why it messed up. I'm going to do a test probably tomorrow night or Thursday night where y'all can come on here kind of like tonight and get that tested out, where I need y'all commenting so I can get my stream figured out, because that'll add a lot. Anyway, cooking contest, a rib chili. I'd beat him in chili. Now, Billy can cook. We'll tell you, if it comes to fried catfish, Billy makes some of the best fried catfish there is. You travel from maybe we ought to do a volunteer roadshow catfish tournament, because Tennessee River Monsters, they do guiding, striped bass and catfish, and they catch some monsters. I ought to figure out how to. Let's just do that while we're here. Let's play some videos with Scott Manning. He's caught some catfish that did eat a Volkswagen right here in Tennessee. And y'all give me some yes if you want me to pull up some videos of Tennessee River Monsters, because I don't want to do it if y'all don't want to watch it, and I can put it up on the screen. Give me some yeses or nos. If I get 3 or 4 yeses, I will pull it up. Y'all need to check out some of this stuff. All right, yes, all right. There's one. We need some more yeses, and I'll get Tennessee River Monsters going here. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me go over here to find some. What's his channel? It might be. Let me Google it. I mean, I'm friends with him. There it is. Scott Manning. He used to call in the show all the time. He's getting married, by the way. Let's see if I can do a screen share. Hold on a second. I've got to figure out how you do screen shares. I think it's window capture. There it is. Hold on. All right, hold on a second. There's Scott Manning. Hold on a second. Let me scroll through. And I need to do this on browser. Hold on a second. It won't let me. I'm gonna have to do this on browser. I mean, it's on window capture now. I gotta go to browser. But what I'm trying to find out is his YouTube channel. I know it's on here on his Facebook page. What's his YouTube channel? Tennessee Striper. Here's his YouTube channel. Let's see what it is.
You do it every year.
Wicked Outdoor
but it never
Adventures.
gets old. Pack every.
All right, Wicked Outdoor Adventures. All right, let me find a good video. Let me get one here. The best chicken, let's see, videos. Here's $1,000 bet. This looks like a good video.
It's your favorite.
All right, let me get this up here. Let's watch this. I hadn't seen this before, so I don't even know if it's any good. Hold on. Boom. Paste. Okay. Let me do something here. This way I can expand it out and it's not all the way. All right, interact. Boom. There we go.
This is Noonan's 6th grade English.
Skip.
Because a lot of times these fish are not really active.
Hold on.
If you don't put that bait right in front of them, it ain't going to happen. Hey, we got to go. Got one on. Got one on.
That's Scott Manning that said got one on. He's a good guy. I hung out with him a lot. Look at some of them monsters.
Alrighty, guys. Captain Scott out this morning. I got Captain Underachieving with me. We're here on the Tennessee River. We're going to ease up here. Captain Underachieving wanted a giant flathead. I promised him one this morning. Let's go see if we can't make it happen. It's foggy, so we've got a little later start than we wanted to, but hang tight. Let's see if it happens.
I need to tag Scott Manning. If there's any friends of Scott Manning, tag him in this video on Facebook. I'm going to send it to him. He'll like this.
Technique for today is we got a demon dragon.
He invented Demon Dragon, by the way.
We're anchored up, but we're still going to use the dragon weight on the demon dragon.
He sells them all over the world.
High fin blues, you can get these at tacklebandit.com. And I've got a snelled 8/0 hook.
How's the audio? Good or bad? Let me know.
So we're going to put a good live gizzard on here. Well, he's dead now. I cut him so he'll bleed. I go through his mouth and I come right out of his head just like so.
Huh.
And this is the one. It's bleeding, Captain. This is the one. I promise you. Giant flathead. You just watch. Right back here, Captain. I'm going to put it in that back corner. There's a rock pile back there. And I promise you.
He's got I've been with him. He's got a depth finder that he
Guys, we're going to get the rest of these rods out.
he can tell you if it's a beer bottle or a fish, and I don't know how they can tell that.
Got Captain Naraki with me.
I took my
Check
drone
him
out there with
Deuce's
him one
Wild
time.
Fishing Guide Service. He's on Facebook. Deuce's Wild Fishing.
DeuceWildFishing.com, Deuce Wild Fishing Charters, YouTube.
His
Instagram.
YouTube channels. Check him out. I'll put some of the links down in the description. This morning, what we're using is we got some frozen skipjack herring and
Up a little,
also
you said. Let's see if I can get that
Captain
up.
Rocky through the net this morning. We got good fresh.
That's up as far as it'll go.
Well, these are dead now, but these are good fresh gizzard shad he caught in the net.
I'm gonna
probably
turn it
30
up
minutes
right
ago.
there.
It's always good to have a combination of baits. So we got gizzards and skipjack.
Get to the fish.
And so let's see what happens. We're going to sit here. We've marked some good fish around this rock pile. We marked a couple of
Biggest
good
Tennessee
flatheads.
fan you ever want to meet right there.
We'll see what happens. You
He'd
guys
been
hang
on the
tight.
show
All right,
before.
Guys, we got our baits out. We anchored up in heavy current. One of the
Army
things
veteran.
that we do a lot of times is we do what we call anchor bouncing. We'll anchor here for a little bit. We don't get any bites or catch a fish or two. We'll pull the anchor up, drift back 50, 60 feet, put the anchor back down, and we'll just kind of bounce along the edge. But Captain Rocky brought up a really great point this morning about how he likes anchor fishing. Tell us about a great little trick that you've got.
So we obviously we use our sonar, mark the fish, go upriver into the current, anchor out so we get a precise anchor and cast on top of those fish. But what we do is we go a little bit farther than most people, and we like to really sling them baits out there, get them out there, hopefully 50 to 100 yards, let them go to the bottom and sit. Then if we sit there for 15, 20, 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes with no bites, we'll put 10 cranks, 10, 12 cranks on that and move that bait up towards the boat down there in the water, 20, 30 feet. Guys, there's times when them fish are just sitting there and they smell your bait, but they're not active feeding. If you move that bait, it creates a commotion, it moves the scent trail, and it's very possible you can put a bait in front of a fish. We've done that many times. Second time we move that rod, bam, fish on. So you can reposition your rod.
I want to see a fish, dang it.
All the way back in and recasting them. It's just a different way to do a little bit of anchor fishing.
How often do you like to move your baits?
About every 25, 30 minutes.
And how often do you change your bait out, put fresh bait on?
It depends on the conditions, but definitely when I move spots, always. And then if they've soaked for 45 minutes or more and no bites, then we switch them at that time too.
Awesome. Guys, try these two little techniques here. Move your baits. That way you're not always pulling that anchor up. Like he said, you're throwing your baits way out.
He's got a couple of
I have
guys that
line
work
counters, so
for
I
him.
know how far
We
to
need
throw
to
the
be
bait
in
out, so I
separate
can roll it
boats.
in 10, 15 feet like
I want
said.
Scott Manning
I've actually moved
as
my
my
baits. A lot
guide.
of times
He
these
can pick
fish are
that one of the
really
other ones.
active. If you don't put that bait right in front of them, it ain't gonna happen. Hey, we gotta go. Got one on. Got one on.
It better be big, Scott.
He felt good.
This guy
Yeah, I got you. You've been on.
has people donate his boat donated. Advertisers. He got advertisers out the yin yang.
He hammered it, buddy. That's that demon dragon, baby. What you got, boss?
Oh, biggin.
What? Been in that pole right there.
He hammered it.
I need to check that out, Chase.
Good fish?
Oh, yeah, pulling drag. Get him on that clicker a little bit. You can hear him go.
Yeah, it hammered it, baby.
There he goes.
Yeah, it hammered it. What you number on your line counter, boss? Hang on, I'm gonna put my tripod.
Got another one on.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what he was. He hammered it though. All right, you're good on the camera. I got. Yeah, good fish.
Hey, if y'all check out, what's the name of it? Wicked Outdoors, Fishing Outdoors. Tell them you saw this video on Volunteer Roadshow. Go watch it.
Yeah, when I reeled it in, I didn't feel anything. You just hammered it.
I need to call Scott.
That's that.
I might call him while we're on the show. I think I'm going to do that. Let me get the phone hooked up. Y'all can hear him talk.
Tell me what you need, boss. You need me to move the motor in? There he is. He's at 15 feet. See him on the fish finder? Yep.
Let me fast forward this.
About a 6 fish.
That is a begging. Oh my gosh.
Dragging, baby.
Hang it up there.
We're gonna get some
Oh my
pictures
gosh.
of this fish and get him back in the
All
water.
right, I'm calling Scott right now. Let's see if I can get him on the phone. Oh, my eyesight's going bad. Let's see. I'm going to set up this fishing tournament right now. There we go. You better answer. Come on, answer the phone, Scott. He might be in bed. It's 9:11. He probably has a customer tomorrow.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 865.
All right, Scott. I'm going to call him. I'm calling him. Oh, let's see. Why is my screen froze?
Alrighty, guys. We've had a great morning. I promised him a big flathead.
You got it in.
Got you a big flathead.
It was nice.
If you guys are interested in booking a trip, check us out at TennesseeStriperFishingGuide.com. Captain Rocky also does trips. I'll put his link and stuff. Deuce's Wild Fishing. What's your website?
JuiceWildFishing.com.
Yeah, check his website out as well. Hit the like button. Share this video with your friends. Until next time, tight lines.
Ashley Home Store has some
All
of the
right, how do you
top-rated
stop
beds on
that?
sale now. Click the link to find your local store and come in today and see why we're America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley
come
Home
it's
Store.
still,
This is home.
I'm trying to dang near. There we go. Had to cancel that. I'm gonna get Scott on the phone. We're gonna have a fishing tournament. I'd beat him. Oh, anyway, but Mike Rose said blue cat, no flathead on dead bait. Another good channel is 3. I can't read that. 3B Outdoors. They're out of Kingsport. Okay, check that out. All right, guys, that's been fun. Been real fun. I'm gonna get out of here. Got to play Rocky Top. Finish off the show. We're gonna be playing that a lot this year. I hope we get hot for the SEC tournament. Somebody asked me about the SEC tournament. We're gonna do some picks on that. Yeah, them cats are nasty. We're gonna have a fishing tournament, Billy and I. That's it. We might even do some sort of fundraiser for Sam Strong and have some annual fundraiser. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. You can email me at bobbyc@volunteerroadshow.com. Let me know. Give me some ideas. We need to have a fundraiser. All right, guys. Good night. Adios. Tight line tournament. All right. It's a good idea. Keep these ideas flowing. I'm going to go down here and check and see what Billy's done. See you next time, Ricky, William Poole, Mike Rutledge. Good to see all you. Mike Rutledge, I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Glad to see you. All right. Adios.